let's get going, Mindy. I'm just
All right,
reading
all
a few
right, all right.
comments and if he's pulled in the second, yeah, I'm sure he'll be probably sit the second game, but he's going to pitch the first game. We know that, and here it is.
Right.
Let's get ready.
All right. All
We
right.
did switch up the pitching a little bit here,
Yeah.
right, from yesterday's doubleheader because we know that in yesterday's game it was supposed to be a
Sandoval
matchup.
versus Lorenzen.
Right. Okay. So go ahead and tell us what we got here now, because I'm showing that the Angels were favored with Otani here, $1.40, and the total 8 under 15.
Yeah, again, we kind of talked about a little bit with Lorenzen giving up some base runners, puts on 3 guys per game here, has a little bit of elevated ERA at home, 3.78. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Angels. I think minus, what is it, 150, 145 isn't so bad for a guy like Otani on the mound. Plus, this Angels team, they've been averaging 5.22 runs of offense here as of late. So I think the Angels get this one here. And what am I going to say? To start off the day, Ramon, Angels win.
All right. Mindy says take the Angels with Otani in game one of the doubleheader. Doubleheaders are kind of tough sometimes. Uh, you know that. Um, I do like the Angels in this one as well now with Otani over Lorenzen. Lorenzen's done a nice job. $1.40 isn't totally comfortable. It's definitely $1.40. Let me update that there. I
Okay.
think we're looking at a little bit lower price right now on the Angels. Let's see what the chat wants to do. I'm not down on the. Well, let's just see what the chat says because
I know we're waiting for the chat here to, get some wins. We're ready. We're ready.
I look different in my photos. Well, I was going to use the little thing on the to enhance my appearance on it here. I guess my photos look younger. No, it's like that old joke, right? Here's a picture of me when I was younger. That's the old Mitch Hedberg, my favorite comedian. You're all younger in all the pictures. The Tyrone's on Detroit.
I look younger in mine as well.
And yeah, well, that's too bad. I mean, there's no need. The Angels are done, so they really should. I mean, they really should. Maybe are they not done? You guys have hope for the Angels to get something done here? Because I don't know. It looks pretty dismal. It looks pretty. You know, why wouldn't you trade? But again, the other argument being if they could get him somehow to stay, because otherwise there's just no reason to me, Mindy, to hang on when you've got to try to get something. That's how the game is played. So, all right, we'll take the Angels. We need to have we need Otani. We need Otani to be strong for us. And it's got to be very disturbing for him as well, to be surrounded by all this speculation. But let's go ahead and take the Angels in this one. They've won 7 of their last 9, Mindy, so maybe there is hope.
Maybe there is.
Okay, I was just going to maybe find that. Yeah, Lucas Giolito. Lopez. Okay, so that was a late night deal. I didn't even see that, so I was too busy watching soccer. So they pick up Giolito and Reynaldo Lopez. Sorry, I'm not doubting you guys. In fact, that's how far back I am. So maybe that's why we didn't have a great day. JD, give me the under all day. Okay, let's take the Angels in game 1 and move on to game 2 here with now Sandoval going up against. Oh, this will be Matt Manning. Let me update that there with Manning as the starter for the Tigers now, and I'm showing in this one the Angels, just a slight favorite this time. Looks like $1.15, and the total here is 8.5.
Well, I mean, I do think the Angels are going to win the first one, so I think they're going to use that momentum and just slide right through this doubleheader, get the victory here again with Sandoval. He has been pitching better here as of late. He has that 4.16 overall ERA, but on the road right now, 3.55. Neither one of these two really allow the long ball, so it's kind of going to depend on if they can limit their walks. I know this is highly insightful, saying if you limit your walks, you'll probably win. But Manning allows 5 base runners per 9 innings. So we just need to go ahead and keep those guys off the base paths here with Sandoval. So going to go ahead and take the Angels in game 2 as well.
Sandoval's gone under in 8 of his last 10 starts, which is, he's gone under in 8 of 10. The Angels have won 2 of those 10. So you can see what, not great run support. Now, over his last 4 starts, he does have a 5.24 ERA, but I'm going to look in that game 2 situation. I'm going to go under 8.5 here with Sandoval and Manning. I figure maybe some regulars will sit in game 2. It was suggested there.
Right.
So, Tucker boys here today. Tyrone. I don't even know if we're, JD, I think, it is confusing, right? But I think the fact that we've seen them pitching the way it is now, the fact that the matchup is different from yesterday, I think that these managers have declared that this will be the pecking order of the starters today, because we are seeing different pitchers than we did yesterday with that same matchup that Mindy mentioned with Lorenzen and Sandoval. So, but again, I think here, in this situation, you're always going to want Ohtani, right, at $1.40. So you should specify Ohtani, right? Because if you end up with the other pitcher and you're taking action, you're going to be laying $1.40 and end up with Sandoval, who's $1.15 pitcher, probably against either opponent in this situation. I think the Tigers' opponent is inconsequential Tigers as an opponent, inconsequential to the line for the most part, except when Ohtani's pitching in this situation. So again, what I always do is I like to pick my pitcher, because 90 to 95% of the time, any pitching change is going to be a downgrade. You rarely have an upgrade in starting pitching. So when I'm specifying a good pitcher, I specify my starter. If it's a guy that sometimes gets an opener, or he's a mediocre pitcher, a journeyman pitcher maybe, or a spot starter, then sometimes I just want action. So I think you always want to specify your pitchers when it's a top notch, A or B level pitcher. Solo on the under. I hope I'm getting these right, Mindy. This one's just kind of this game. I know there were 2 games, so I hope I don't have any of them wrong. That's all I'm saying.
No. I mean, I like Sandoval versus Lorenzen. So I mean, again, I feel like I really like Ohtani versus Lorenzen. So I mean, for me, either way, I was probably going to be good with it. But yes, I understand what you're talking about notating your pitching, your starting.
And we'll just mention, Ohtani has been fighting through a finger injury of a nail, a problem with his nail in the pitch, that has caused him to be removed from some games. It doesn't seem to affect his pitching until it becomes uncomfortable, and then he's just come out of the game. So there must be something to that. All right, Mindy on the Angels in game 2. I'm on the under. Okay, now let's go with the Nationals and the Mets here. Well, the Mets pretty good. Wish they could play. They probably wish they could play the Yankees some more. Here
Why
are the
not?
Mets as a 190 favorite. The total is 9 with Gray and Senga.
Yeah, they've been kind of. I think they beat them at home and away so far, Ramon. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Nationals here on the run line. I'll take the 1.5 runs here. Sitting at about minus 120 or so. I do have Senga winning this one. I have a 4-3, victory here in this one. I just don't have him winning by 2 on that run line. So that's why I'm going to go ahead and go with the Nationals here. Hope that bullpen holds up for the Nats as we get in those later innings. So going Nationals run line.
Okay. Yeah, Gray's been talked about as doing a, pretty good job this season, but he started to struggle of late, a 5.29 ERA in his last 3 starts. Senga has a 2.82 ERA in his last 4 starts. Senga has gone under in 12 of his last 14 starts. Gray's gone under in 8 of his 12 road starts. The Mets have gone under in 17 of their last 28 games with 3 pushes. I'm going to be going under in this one with the Nationals and the Mets here.
I think I agreed with you when I gave up my score. Darn it. Premium.
Okay. Well, no big deal. We do want to give out some winners here on the show.
Right.
Let's maybe we could just put it that way. Whether
Right.
it be both of us,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go 5-game card. I'm not gonna Mindy. I always humbly talk about when you often win the challenges. I was 2-0 on the challenges
Oh,
yesterday against Mindy. So
Ramon.
for
I didn't
one
get a
day
chance
I
to look at
won.
him.
Yeah, for one day I won the
Good.
challenge. But
Good.
look, I'll just Mindy had Reds Brewers under for a premium, Guardians run line premium, Blue Jays Dodgers under for a premium. She had Atlanta and Boston under for a premium, and she also had the Cubs White Sox over for a premium. So good day. I better say that after I just uh, teased you a little bit. All right. Just see if the chat's got some action here with the Nationals and the Mets. I think we're already kind of committed here to it. And solo on the Nats. Thomas Lewis says, give him the run line. Luis says, how about Washington money line? Mike Allison says, Mets money line. Frankie on Washington. Sharad's here today. Great to have you guys are the true fans.
That's right.
Here.
Coming in on this little card.
And Charles says under, under, under. Peasy's here today. And Charles, great to see you. Okay, Mindy on the Washington run line. And I'm on the Nationals and Mets under. All right, next up. Scott, hey, nice to have Scott coming in from the network. Mindy, we're going to preview the 2 WNBA games today. And, well, that's what that's what you guys are here for, right? We love the W.
We'll get to that WNBA, the 2 games here soon. Since we only got 2 more baseball games to go through.
Cardinals, a great rivalry. We're having some Cubs talk today. Certainly with their potential to trade some guys too. Justin Steele here at the Cardinals. Mikolas is now favored. I can just pretty much just go. I can almost just switch the odds. I can cut and paste these because the Cardinals are now like $1 for when I typed it in. The Cubs were $1.15. Now the Cardinals are $1.15. I will say though that the total here has also shifted to the over 9 over 25. It's going up pretty succinctly, I guess. It's going up pretty stiffly.
Stiffly.
Can I say that?
I think you can. Well, I am happy about this, line movement, because give me the Cubs and plus money today. I think Justin Steele here is by far the superior pitcher over Mikolas. He shows that with that 2.93 ERA on the road. Mikolas 4.95 there at home, gives up a 383 slugging percentage versus this Cubs team there as well. And last time out, when Mikolas went up against the Cubs, he gave up like 2 homers and 11 hits. It was a wild one. But yeah, give me the Cubs today, and I'll take them with a little bit of plus money.
All right. Well, Cubs are hot. They've won 7 of 8. So I think that's why we're seeing our Chicago base in there. Let's not trade guys. But right now, still a game under 500. Hey, at least you're ahead of the Cardinals. Mindy gonna be
By
here.
half a game or something?
Yeah.
Or 1.5 games? I don't know, something like that.
Man, this move to the over has caught my attention here. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it was steamed. There hasn't been a lot of widely reported steam today, and this was one of them. So, boy, I kind of liked the over, and now I'm kind of scared of the over. Mikolas has gone over in 5 of his last 6 starts. The Cardinals have gone over in 9 of their last 13 games, but it's the Cubs. They've gone over in 16 of their last 20 games. Now, Steele has been going under. This is not the famous black cat from the Mets game against I think it was against the Cubs, a famous game. Anyways, Steele here, 3.53 in his last 6 starts, 4-1 record. That's a little bit higher actually than his season numbers. So I don't know. Cubs are looking good. Cardinals they were starting to play well. Now they've lost 4 of 6, and Mikolas, the Cardinals have lost 8 of his last 10 starts.
Diamondbacks were taking it to him.
Yeah, I don't know if I can. I'm not going to be on you. I'm going to let you have it with the Cubs. You can take all the credit. I'll just take the over here. I'm worried a little bit about the 9, and it was 8.5. I was going premium at 8.5. I'm just going to give it out here now as a free play at 9 over 25. It wasn't even 8.5. It wasn't even 8.5 this morning, but there were. Oh boy, look at this! I'm seeing some 9.5s now.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, all right. I'll give it over at 9.5. Doesn't feel too great, but I think there's a better chance of being runs scored than not. Here comes our picks in this one. It's going to be Frankie Diamond on the Cubs over to lead us off. Thomas says go over. Double saying go over. All right, I'll go over. Solo says go over. Scott says he likes the WNBA player props.
Oh, cool.
Ron on the over. All right, you guys are all on
give us those props. I don't do too much of the props, so I always like to hear what you guys have to say about it. Now I have a cat here.
Talking about that humidity. The one thing about the Vegas, I will say, it is a dry heat. It's not, even when it's 111 or whatever it was, it wasn't, well, it was pretty miserable, but still, it wasn't. Charles on the Cubs with you. It looks like Cubs and over all the way. I don't know if I'm going to be on the Cubs. I don't know if I'm going to be on the Cardinals as a premium or what. 5 games. I got to pick something. I'll find some picks, but maybe it'll be in the W.
So I got 83% humidity. So what is humidity like there in Mississippi? Is it close? I mean,
ooh.
It's always humid here in the Midwest as well, or at least where I live.
Yeah,
but I have not officially been to Mississippi. My dad lived there when he was in the service.
Oh, we know there's great gambling. Okay, one more here in the major leagues, Mindy. And the Guardians and the White Sox, Dylan Cease, there he is on that board there, starting today. Like I said, I don't know. Is Dylan Cease going to be dealt by the White Sox as well? I thought his name was being talked about on the trade block. Here you have the Guardians and Bybee, and the White Sox and Cease. I'm showing right now Cease about $1.15, 8.5 under 25, just like it says there.
All right. Well, the Guardians had, a good time versus the Royals. I'm going to stick with them here today. I like Bybee. I think he's a good young guy, right? We talk about him frequently. Just went ahead and had a real nice outing versus the Phillies, 1.14 ERA there. I kind of feel like this White Sox battery is a little bit inconsistent. I'm going to go with Bybee today and the Guardians.
All right, Mindy says, go ahead, take Tanner Bybee on the road here against the White Sox. Look, White Sox are 20 games under 500 or so. At least the Guardians are 500. And Guardians have won 6 of their last 9. White Sox have lost 14 of 19. But yet the White Sox are the ones favored here. So I'm a little intimidated by the market maybe in this one, Mindy. Looks like a pretty great price on the Guardians, but I'm not sure I can do this one. I'm going to take the under here, 8.5 under at -125. I imagine there's probably already some 8 overs out there as well. No, not too many, but I like it under here in this one. Cease has gone under in 8 of his last 13 starts. Bybee's gone under in 4 of his last 5 starts. Bybee, you mentioned his strong numbers. I'm showing him right now a 2.08 ERA in his last 6 starts with a 4-0 record. So Mindy's telling me right to my face, take the Guardians. She'll take them. I'll take the under. Maybe we can get you a couple of winners here. We owe you guys some winners.
That's right.
You guys owe us nothing. Except maybe smashing the like button. Thank you if you do. Sebastian Sanders is here today. Good to see Sebastian. And Frankie Diamond on Cleveland. Thomas Lewis money line here with the Guardians. Luis is on the White Sox. Fernando leans under. Sebastian's a little behind us, but hello when you get there. Christopher Williams here today is ready for those WNBA picks.
Maybe.
Yep. No, we're on it. We're on it. You don't have to go to any. Go the opposite. Are you?
Yeah, he wants to fade us.
That does not. If I don't know if I was to, you have a better chance of fading the baseball after what happened yesterday. Our WNBA. Look, the records. Maybe check our premiums also. Everything we're doing in the WNBA. I don't want to jinx it because there's 2 games and we need to get them right today. But we've been pretty solid. Look, you guys are awesome in the chat. It's just as much a community. You guys chatting with each other as well as seeing us with the games. But feels like, Mindy, a lot of people, maybe our WNBA has helped us get a little bit extra viewership as we've been building our show because of
that's
how strong it's been. So,
exactly.
or maybe it's just overall, a lot of I'm seeing a lot of handicappers having a little frustration with the WNBA, but I don't know. We seem to be on it pretty well. All right, a few more picks here, I think. With the Guardians. Anyways, Mindy's on the Guardians. You guys are all over the Guardians. I don't see anybody. Well, I don't think anybody was on the. Solo was on the White Sox. I just skipped it because Solo had their Aaliyah Boston prop in there. Yeah. Ron is at under first 5. So. But only fair. Yesterday, if Christopher was talking about what we did on the show, we definitely were wrong on the show.
That is true. I guess we were wrong on the show.
Maybe he was here yesterday. He's like, "What?"
I forgot about that. We had our other picks spot on.
Right. We faded each other, Mindy, on the show.
Yeah.
A premium, right? You went under, but I went over for a premium. Or no, I went under.
I hit the over.
Okay. So we got.
I hit the over, and you hit the links. There you go.
Yeah.